Welcome to Spokane Talks, Meet the Candidate 2022. And we're talking today with Stephanie Olsen, a candidate for Spokane County Prosecutor. And welcome, Stephanie.
Thank you. And thank you for having me on.
Well, I'm glad that we could have this chat. And this is my opportunity to get acquainted with all the candidates, starting with, tell me about where you grew up.
I grew up right here in Spokane County. I grew up for a little while in the Valley, and then we moved out to a farm in Cheney, which is where I spent most of my life, and then graduated from Cheney High School.
Okay, and since I know that you are an attorney, you must have pursued some additional education after Cheney High School. So tell us about that.
I did. I went to Gonzaga for undergrad, and then I continued on to Gonzaga Law School for law school.
For law school.
Yep.
Okay. Growing up in Cheney, there's probably more opportunities for interesting first jobs than other places, but tell us about your first opportunity to connect effort with pay.
Well, my first job was bucking bales or driving farm trucks, and then for family and neighbors and such. And then I worked at Zips in Airway Heights for I started when I was 15 and until I was about 19. Yeah, it taught you how to work with other people.
Mm-hmm. And you get quite a work ethic out of bucking bales. That is not
muscles.
And muscles. That's not easy.
No.
One of the other things that contributes to people's point of view of the world is travel experience. Is there some place that you've been that's brought you some interesting insights back to Spokane County?
Early on, I traveled quite a bit. I enjoyed everywhere I went. I went over to Europe and just experienced a different life and saw how different cultures worked and made me appreciate the United States quite a bit. And I've been to Mexico and really enjoyed it. I really like when I go, I like to get into the small places and not touristy areas. And we accidentally took a bus ride to another city in Mexico where they just basically stopped and were like, okay, you're here. It was not the city we'd expected we were going to be in. We had to pay another like 25 cents to get back on and ride back. And it was, I love doing that. I love those experiences and seeing how, people are living and real people are living.
Okay. Well, tell us a little bit about your family and how, what's your recreation and your lifestyle here in Spokane?
I have a fantastic family here. I have two daughters, Abby and Hope, and then I have a bonus daughter who has just joined our family recently. And then she has a daughter. So I have a granddaughter who is 2.5. So it's Brittany and Kyra, and it is fantastic and it's chaos. And every Wednesday we have a big family dinner at our house, and I invite everybody, and I tell people that they just have to expect that it will be loud and crazy. And my house, which is also Nana's house, is rule-free kind of for the little ones, and it's just amazing. And my daughters are my two daughters that I get for me are home from college right now. My youngest goes to the University of Hawaii, and she is not enjoying this current weather. And they're amazing. She does roller derby, and she found a great roller derby team over in Hawaii, so she's enjoyed that. My older daughter, who's 21, she goes to WSU, and she absolutely loves it. She is very into botany, which is partially how they grew up early on during part of undergrad and then through law school. And then after law school, I and my ex-husband owned a greenhouse nursery floral shop. We owned it was very hard work. It was wonderful. The girls were with us when they were there. People would, they're super friendly. They're very outgoing children. Because they were always a part of the business. Our employees wore them around in backpacks, and it was such a family atmosphere. People would come down and be like, can we just hold the kids? And so anyways, it was great. So it's funny that both my children are very, very into plants. I think it was probably inevitable that they would both be into plants. It's amazing. Our house is like a jungle. It's yes, we all enjoy them, and my daughter really almost every day brings me home something new. So yeah, they're great. We have a couple dogs, and we hike and we walk and we play games, and we do family stuff. We cook together. It's been fast. It's fantastic.
Well, I do have actually another question I often ask candidates, which is just so you have a comfortable life. What inspired you to run for public office?
It's time for a change. I'm very alarmed at like the crime that's going on in our community, because this is my community. I love this community. I have been a public servant for most of my life. I have been very involved in other charities and such. And we need a change. I worked there for quite a while. I have worked somewhere else now for the last few years, and we need a change from the outside. And it's time for a woman to be in charge as well in that office. I was the first woman to ever file for that position, and it's time. It's time for Spokane to have that.
Okay, well then that leads right into that last wrap-up question, which is your 1-minute pitch. Why should people vote for Stephanie Olsen for Spokane County Prosecutor?
Thank you. I've been a business leader. I've been a prosecutor. As a prosecutor, I prosecuted all the varieties of crimes, as well as now I'm an assistant attorney general, where I protect the most vulnerable of our citizens, which are neglected and abused children. I have the experience, I have the compassion, and to be our next Spokane County prosecutor. And with that, I would ask for people's vote and the help to make this change that we desperately need. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us today, Stephanie, and enjoy the campaign.
From Chud Sr. to Dick Wendell, to Kristen and myself.
And now to our kids.
Our goal is to help people drive for generations.
From roll-up windows to power everything. From stick to automatic. From gas to electric.
No one can totally predict what technology is coming our way.
But I can guarantee we will be here before and after the sale, giving you the confidence for generations to come.
That's the Wendell way. Drive for generations.
Hey voters, join me, Kirk Cameron, on Saturday, September 24th with We Believe, We Vote at the Spokane Convention Center for a night of celebrating biblical citizenship.
Join We Believe We Vote for our annual fundraiser on Saturday, September 24th, 2022 with Kirk Cameron. For tickets and event information, please visit WeBelieveWeVote.com. That's WeBelieveWeVote.com. We'll see you there.
Weather in the inland Northwest can wear you down. And if your gutters are in poor condition or you do not have gutters, you could suffer damage that could cost a fortune to fix. Rainman Seamless Rain Gutters has almost 30 years of professional experience in serving the inland Northwest region and strives to ensure customer service that is second to none from the time you call to the end of the project.